Hello dear children, welcome again to my class. Children, today also we will be continuing with the same chapter, that is chapter 6, Heidi learns to read, right? Here on the board you can see that I have written page number 82, that is I will be starting from page number 82. In the previous lecture we had done till as Fräulein Rottenmeier had been, okay? So this is also mentioned in page number 82, and now we will be again starting from page number 82 itself. Now here you can see I have also written some difficult words, okay? These words are although given in your book also, but I thought like putting it on the board also so that it is easily like understood for you while me reading and explaining, right? So let's start. Now before starting I would also like to tell you that a small kind of, you can say, explanation of the characters. The main character is Heidi. She's a small girl, right? She lives in Switzerland with her grandfather. Then she moves to Frankfurt. But when she lives in Switzerland, she also have a friend named as Peter. Clara is the girl where Heidi is going to stay. Clara's home, okay? So Heidi will be staying at Clara's home. There she finds grandmother who is very nice. That is Mrs. Sesemann, okay? And there is also a housekeeper who is a kind of a lady who do not like Heidi much, okay? And her name is what? Fräulein Rottenmeier. That is Miss Rottenmeier, okay? Now, since we all know that there is a connection between grandmother and Heidi. Now, grandmother, she have thought and she have made up her mind that no matter what, she will be helping Heidi to learn to read. And this is what the chapter is all about. Now let's see what happens next, okay? I request you to kindly come to page number 82. I'm starting now. She could no longer eat and grew thin. Who? Heidi. Now, Heidi was homesick. Now here you can see homesick means missing being home, right? That is a situation where you miss your home very much. That is, you are away from your home and you miss your home very much. So in this condition, Heidi stopped eating, and when one do not eat, obviously the vitamins, the nutrients which the body needs is not given to the body, or the body do not get, then obviously a person, whether he or she, it have to suffer, that is physically, okay? So here even Heidi is suffering physically. What happened is that is she grew thin, okay? She lay awake for long hours thinking of her life in the mountain. Now here children, we all know that Heidi loves to be in the place where she was, okay? She loved it. Why she loved it? Because there were mountains, and she had a different kind of emotional attachment with what? With mountains, with the place where she lived, okay? Now here she is missing those mountains very badly, okay? She could not even sleep thinking about that. When at last she fell asleep, she dreamt of the red summits. Now here you can see on the board, summit means the topmost part of the mountains, and the sunshine and the flowers. When she awoke in the morning, she wanted to run happily in the sun, but she soon realized that she was in a big bed in Frankfurt. Then Heidi would weep long and quietly, her head pressed into the pillow so that no one could hear her. Now see, this girl Heidi, she is going in a condition of mental trauma. Now mental trauma is a condition where you think a lot, tension just bangs your head, right? So here she is not able to tell anything to anybody. That is, she is suffering inside only. She is not able to speak up what exactly she is feeling, what emotional, you can say what emotional trauma she is going through, okay? So she used to sob in the sense, she used to cry, and she used to lay on her bed and cry. She used to put her face between the pillow so that nobody could hear her crying, okay? This is why I'm saying that she was suffering from a mental trauma. She was not liking the place where she was, that is Frankfurt, okay? Although that place was very good, Mrs. Sesemann was very cooperative. She used to like cooperate Heidi a lot, but yet you cannot see, cooperation at a certain level is very good, children, right? But there is also emotional level, there is also a level where a saturation point comes when you really miss your home like anything, and when this thing happen, nobody in this world can console you, right? No matter what the situation is. Now Heidi is going through this kind of a mental trauma, that is this kind of a situation. Okay. Oh no, I cannot tell anyone, said Heidi pitifully. Now here this word pitifully means a manner that makes people very sorry. Okay. So Heidi told to herself, she's talking to herself, that I cannot tell anything to anybody what exactly I'm going through. Okay. I cannot say this to anybody. And that's a very pity thing. She feels sorry of herself only. Sorry for herself. Sorry. Then little one, let me tell you what to do. When we are in difficulty and cannot speak about it to anybody, we must pray to God for help. That will lessen our pain. Now here, while talking to herself, Heidi says that since I cannot say or speak up my emotional things to anybody, in front of anybody, right? What I will do now is, I will speak to God. Because it is always said that if no one listens, God will always listen you, right? And when you share your things with God, definitely God will listen, and it will lessen your pain. That is the pain which you are going through. That is the pain or agony which you are going through, the mental trauma, the emotional pain, right? That will be little bit lessened, okay? A sudden look of joy came into Heidi's eyes. May I tell him everything? Yes, Heidi, everything. Now here she got a hope that, okay, fine, there is somebody to whom I can share something what I am going through. And who is that somebody? That is God. Okay, so she feels joyful. There is a small smile on her face. Why? Because now she is contented with this thing that, okay, fine, I can share something with God, right? It was about a week after this time, the tutor met the grandmother and gave the glad news that Heidi had at last learned to read. He said it looked as though Heidi had learned to read overnight, unlike most beginners. Now there is a shocking news and a very good news to Mrs. Sesamin. The tutor says to Mrs. Sesamin that I would like to say that Heidi have learned how to read. It is very shocking because she have learnt it, and it is a miracle because she have learnt it very fast. No beginner can do this, but Heidi have done this, okay? Life is full of miracles. From Sesamin's smile, right? Now this word miracle means what? A sudden or a very lucky event that are surprising and unexpected. So it was unexpected. Heidi, like Rottenmeier, that is Fräulein Rottenmeier, she was giving her negative views that she cannot learn. Anything in this world can happen. Only one thing cannot happen, and that is Heidi cannot learn to read. Okay. She told this. Who? Fräulein Rottenmeier. But here the good news is that Heidi have proved herself. She have learned to read. Okay. And this is a miracle. Right. Now we must be glad the child has made a good beginning and hope for her future progress. The grandmother went down to the study to make sure of the good news. There, sure enough, was Heidi, sitting beside Clara and reading aloud to her, evidently very much surprised herself and growing more and more delighted with the new world that was now open to her as the black letters grew alive and turned into men and things and exciting stories. I would like to read these lines once more. Growing more and more delighted with the new world that was now open to her as the black letters, children, please give your attention here, as the black letters grew alive and turned into men and things and exciting stories. I request you to kindly underline this line, please. The black letters grew alive and turned into men and things and exciting stories. Now, all this time, these were the letters inked in black. For whom? For Heidi. But now she can read and she can understand the meaning of this black letter. That is the black letters carved or printed on the book. It could be, for example, if I say B-A-T, bat, right? B-A-T, bat. Heidi, for Heidi, it was something written as B in black, A and T, when she did not knew to read, okay? But now she knows to read. And when she knows to read, she could understand that what exactly bat means. I am giving you this example because whenever we read something in the book, we try to imagine something which is related to that or imagining that particular thing. For example, if I read mountain, that is Mountain, obviously I will imagine what a mountain. It can be Himalaya, it can be you can say Aravali, anything, right? But you will definitely think of mountain when there is the word given to you, that is mountain is given to you in the book. You will definitely think of mountain. You cannot think of ice cream. But when it is ice cream given to you, you will imagine ice cream, chocolate ice cream, strawberry ice cream, I don't know what kind of ice cream you will start thinking of, right? There you cannot think about mountain, right, children? So here I want to tell you that the word which you read definitely have some meaning, okay? For Heidi, previously did not meant a lot. Why? Because it was, in Hindi it is said, Kala Akshar Bhais Barabar, right? But that was the thing for Heidi when she did not knew what exactly the meaning of those words was. But now when she know the meaning of those words, she is actually enjoying it. And grandmother could see it, right? She was reading aloud in front of Clara, who Heidi was reading, and she was knowing what exactly she was reading. And that was a very beautiful and very emotional sight for whom? For Mrs. Sesame, because she wanted this to happen. She wanted from heart that Heidi should learn to read. One second, she wanted to show Miss Rottenmeier that, see, whatever you thought of Heidi is different, very different. Why? Because this girl can read. Nothing in this world is impossible. Everything is possible. It is only your willpower which plays an important role. This is the second point. And the third point was the attachment between Heidi and grandmother. That could also play that also played a very important role. Okay, so overall the conclusion is grandmother is very happy. Why she is happy? Because she can see Heidi reading. Okay. The same evening at the dinner table, Heidi found the large book with the beautiful pictures by her plate. When she looked questioningly at grandmother, the old lady nodded kindly to her and said, "Yes, it is yours now." Now see, while having the dinner the same day, Heidi saw Heidi saw a book next to her plate. Okay, so curiosity. When you learn something new, you have that curiosity to again and again do it, or to discover many more things regarding that particular thing. For example, if I say, if I learn to drive, right? If I learn to drive, definitely I will have that curiosity that whenever I get a chance to drive, I will drive. Because that is the excitement level, the enthusiasm, the curiosity that is here. Okay, the level of curiosity is here. Suddenly, gradually it comes down, right? When you are trained and you know, okay, fine, I can drive, right? Here, Heidi's curiosity level to read, that excitement, that enthusiasm, right? It is just punching her from inside while having dinner. Why while having dinner? Because she saw a book full of beautiful pictures. Okay, so she was very happy to see that book and she wanted to read what exactly it is written, or something is written in that book, what that book exactly is all about, right? So she just saw her grandmother, that is Mrs. Sesame, and then Mrs. Sesame nodded, that is she nodded her head and she said, okay, this is all yours. So these books belong to you only. Okay? Yes, of course, forever. I'm sorry. Mine, to keep always. Even when I go home, asked Heidi, flushed with happiness. Now here when the grandmother nodded her head and when she said to Heidi that yes, it is all yours, you can read. So Heidi just had a question, how innocent she was. See how innocent she was. She had a question that, okay, fine, if it is mine, then is it for forever? Mine means forever, right? So the grandmother told, yes, it is for you and it is for you forever. Then Heidi told, even if I go to my home, then also it will be mine. Then the grandmother told, yes, then also it will be yours. Yes, of course, forever, grandmother assured her. Tomorrow we will start to read it. Before she went to bed, Heidi looked at her book, and from that day on, her greatest pleasure was to read over and over again the stories which belong to the beautiful pictures, right? So here we have come to the conclusion. That is the end of the chapter. I hope students, this chapter was very interesting. You found it interesting and very exciting also. The conclusion is very good, that Heidi finally learns to read, and that is what the topic is all about. That is the chapter is all about. Heidi learns to read. So finally, who wins? Yes, Heidi. Heidi wins it. Okay. So I hope it is nice to hear me now, right? And I really hope that you understood the chapter. In the next lesson, that is tomorrow, I will be giving you the question and answers. You have to write it in your copy. Okay. Do write it in your copy. But for today, I request you to kindly go through the chapter once again, right? This will be your homework part. No question and answers for you today. Only just go through the chapter. Thank you and have a nice day. Thank you very much.